Hello everyone and welcome back to the Football Manager 2020 simulation of Euro 2020, and the game that we've got for you today is England versus Albania. And following the draw that Albania had with Greece, obviously can't get much harder than that for them today as they take on group leaders England, who after their 3-0 thrashing of Northern Ireland are in the driving seat in Group D. They've got the home field advantage with the game being at Wembley, and a win today will see them through, most likely as group leaders. However, there's still a lot to do. Obviously, Albania are a very well-drilled defensive side, and they're going to be a lot harder to break down than Northern Ireland were. But let's take you into the match anyway. And these are the teams, and you've got England on the left in a 4-3-3 with Pickford in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, John Stones and Ben Chilwell making up their backline. Jordan Henderson anchors in midfield with James Maddison and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in front of him, Raheem Sterling on the right wing, Marcus Rashford on the left, with Harry Kane spearheading that forward line. Albania, on the other hand, in a very defensive sort of you want to call it a 5-4-1 diamond that they've got in there, and you've got Strakosha in goal with Jim Citi, Kumbela and Mavraj in goal. Turlan Xhaka in that anchorman midfield with Binaku and Haizaj in those wing-back roles. Abrashi and Bare in the two midfield spots with Uzuni and Manaj up front. And I've noticed my graphics card does act up a little bit with red and black lines, colours together, so it's a little bit hard to read, but at the same time you can see the squad there on the right. That's a lot clearer there than it is on that pre-match screen. But poor kick out from Strakosha there as Sterling intercepts the ball and is in the box. Kane now on the ball. He's played it back to Ben Chilwell, and his effort is into the side netting, and that's better from England. They're not keeping a lot of the ball today, but they are creating chances. James Maddison with a free kick that hits the wall, and that's out for a throw-in. You can see there, opening 10 minutes, they've only kept 23% of the ball, which is very, very minimal. And considering this, the technical quality in this England team, you'd really expect them to keep a lot of the ball. But Albania, being well drilled, they're getting a lot of men behind the ball. They're getting essentially everyone apart from Manaj behind the ball. But England are still creating opportunities. But with this amount of possession from Albania, you'd expect them to create something tangible out of this, but they don't seem to be doing that. But Uzuni does have the ball, but you lose that to Ben Chilwell, and Henderson plays and passes with the left back. Pickford now just trying to slow down play, trying to get England in workable positions as Chamberlain runs through the centre, but he finds Raheem Sterling out wide. Alexander-Arnold on the overlap, and he's played it inside to Sterling, who's found Chamberlain, and his effort is straight at Strakosha. And 23 minutes in, again, England not keeping a lot of the ball, but they've had all of the chances in this game so far. 6 shots, 4 on target, and Albania have just had their first effort, but that's off target. As Kane swings in the ball, Mavraj clears that out, but it's only as far as Maddison. Now Chamberlain, his effort is blocked. Henderson swings it out wide to Alexander-Arnold, who exchanges passes with Sterling, and then Maddison's header. Again, straight as Strakosha there. And England are really going to have to make some of these chances count if they want to essentially qualify in this game here, as Kane's cross is blocked and Bare clears that out. But it's going to be Ben Chilwell that picks up the loose ball, and England have a chance to attack once more as Ben Chilwell skips past the challenge. Now Kane on the ball, Rashford, and that's a great save from Strakosha there, tipping that wide around the post. And England from the corner can't create anything from it as Strakosha catches that. And you can see there in the ratings, Strakosha clearly dominating this game in terms of the average rating there, as England just can't create anything here. As Chamberlain is tripped in the box. Binaku with the tackle, and it's going to be a penalty there for England. Reckless challenge there from the defender, and it's going to be Harry Kane with a golden opportunity to put England in front here. They've not been able to find a way past Strakosha, and they finally have done with a pinpoint penalty from Harry Kane, the England captain, as we'll see here, drilled hard, drilled low into the bottom corner. 30th goal for England, and England deserve that lead, as now Albania will have to do something in this game. They're going to have to open play up, and you can see their fullbacks are pushed very, very high, and that's a sign of intent there. They've got a very narrow midfield in there. You can see Tom and Xhaka really trying to sort of dictate play from deep, but the rest of the midfield are sitting very narrow, and England are going to have a lot of sort of joy against that. They're not being pulled out of position a lot, as the midfield for Albania push forward. England do have a chance to put the ball in, as Maddison on the ball now, and his finish is very well saved by Strakosha there, and you can see there England with 13 efforts in the first half so far, and another attack from England from the corner. Sterling's cross is blocked, and England are going to be wanting to extend their lead going into half time, but there's a half time whistle, and you can see there England 1, Albania 0. Harry Kane with the penalty in the 42nd minute, and really it's just been England versus Thomas Strakosha in that Albania goal. He's kept them in it. He really has. 10 shots on target, and he's made 9 saves. Well, 6 saves. 6 saves are the ones that he's held, and it's just a wall in that goal, and Albania will have to create something in this game. They kept a lot of possession early on. They just seemed a little bit too intimidated by England and the quality that England possess, but they're going to have to come out swinging in this second half if they want to be qualifying from this group. And let's go into the second half, as it's going to be England to kick off, but England should be pretty comfortable in this game. They don't need to do too much in terms of creating chances, in terms of pushing play forward, because again, they're looking very comfortable. They're happy to let Albania control possession, but they know that they have to avoid situations like this where Hajzaj can get forward on that overlap, but Marcus Rashford on the counter behind the fullback, and he's put the ball in. Now Sterling's effort crashes off the bar, and there was a great counter-attack there from England. A bit more of that from England will be probably the best thing for them, but Albania needs to do something, and they need to do something quickly. Kane now. His ball to Henderson is fouled. Now Chilwell's in the box. His effort is blocked, and Hajzaj can break it. And can Albania do something from this counter-attack? They're not getting too many forward here, as he's played it back. And Tolant Xhaka on the ball once more, as Albania just needs to be a lot more adventurous up front. Get bodies forward. Get bodies attacking England, especially on those counter-attack opportunities. As Gomez finds James Maddison, and the ball over the top to Rashford is found, and that's a great finish there from the winger. Fantastic ball from deep by James Maddison over the defence, and Strakosha is beaten from open play this time. As you can see here, Joe Gomez on the ball into James Maddison. He's taken a touch and pinged the ball with his left foot. Strakosha comes out, but he's left his near post open, and that's poor positional play from the goalkeeper, who's been absolutely excellent in this game so far. But fantastic ball from James Maddison, and as soon as Marcus Rashford saw the space, he leathered that into the bottom corner. But his come off for Jadon Sancho in shortly after the goal, really, presumably just to rest him. But Xhaka with the free kick, and Mavraj taps that in, and is the first shot that Albania have on target. And they've scored. They've made. England really haven't defended that very well. Mavraj is free to volley that into the bottom corner, and you can see there's about 6 or 7 England players in the 6-yard box, but they just can't. They just couldn't get on the ball as Winks swings that ball in, Henderson's header, and England double their lead as they've scored 3 in back-to-back games. Just immediately after Albania got their goal, perfect response, Jordan Henderson's header. He rose the highest and he placed that very well in that bottom corner, and any momentum that Albania were hoping to build in this game absolutely killed off now, as England are cruising once more as Hazaj is on the ball, plays it inside to Unzuni, and Xhaka on the ball once more, now to Abrashi. Lenjani is on the overlap and the ball is cleared by Stones. Sterling picks it up, played it inside to Henderson, and England can break here, and can they get a fourth as Jadon Sancho is running down the left, he's come inside, now Harry Winks on the ball, Dele Alli out to Ben Chilwell, and England just looking comfortable. Sterling's header from distance grazes the top of the bar and that goes over. Strakosha with the goal kick, and Hazaj wins the header, but there's no one in support there, and John Stones can pick that up easily. Sancho with the ball once more, he's behind the wing back, and what can he do from here? He's played it back to Ben Chilwell, and the fullback plays it back to Winks. The ball into Kane, and the glancing header is saved by Strakosha, who really has been Albania's best player today. And yeah, they've not really had many bright spots in their play today, but Strakosha has been very, very good in goal. And you know, any less of a keeper, and England, you can see there, just not being able to force that into the net as Sterling is dispossessed and Alexander Arnold's ball in is cleared. And you know, any less of a goalkeeper in that Albanian net, and this England is scoring 5, 6, 7 goals in this game. But Strakosha has been absolutely excellent in goal, as Sancho's back heel finds Chilwell, and England win another corner with 4 minutes of normal time to go. And Winks to swing this corner in. Kane is beaten in the air by Kumbula. Now Raheem Sterling's cross is blocked, and England win a throw in, as they're just looking to see this game out. They've got the game won, top of the group, they will be going through. And Chilwell's throw in is cleared by Kumbula. Now Sancho into Henderson, and England again exchanging passes here outside the area, and Henderson sweeping up play once more to launch another attack, as Hazaj wins the ball very well, but again there's no one that he can aim the ball to, and this game is going to be seen out. We've gone past 4 minutes of stoppage time, and England, can they have one more attack? No, the referee blows a whistle, and that is England 3, Albania 1, and a very, very comfortable performance there from England. They've deserved the win. They're through to the next round. Back-to-back games where they've got 3 goals, and you know, it was a solid performance. Obviously, they could have done better with possession in the early parts of the game. However, as the game grew on and progressed, they definitely settled into a rhythm. They definitely had a lot more of the possession in the second half and created near enough every chance in this game. Albania, on the other hand, they're going to have to go into the game against Northern Ireland hoping that Greece and Northern Ireland is a draw, and they're going to have a big performance in that last game if they want to go through. But that's going to be it for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for future episodes, and make sure you hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you tomorrow for another episode. Thank you.